I first would like to speak today about the second of the plague frogs. Just to give you some background, again, we have Moshe is being told from God that he's going to bring frogs. Aaron goes with them. Aaron spreads out, holds his staff in his hand, and he holds it out over all the rivers and all the reservoirs and everything. And, the frogs come up. And then after the frogs are there for a certain amount of time, power can't take it anymore. All the noise, all the croaking, they're everywhere. The frogs are in the houses, in the beds, in the kneading bowls, in the ovens. They go everywhere. After a while, the power can't take it anymore. He wants to get rid of them. He calls Moshe and Aaron. They get rid. First, he calls his magicians and chartumim and necromancers, and they're able to also bring frogs. So he's not impressed with it, but again, they're not able to get rid of them. So again, he calls Moshe. Moshe says, "When do you want me to get rid of them?" He says, "Tomorrow." And sure enough, tomorrow Moshe is able to get rid of the frogs. So just a few concepts as far as what's going on. I might break this into two videos: frogs one and frogs two. First of all, it's very famous that Rashi says that since the tense has changed. First of all, Sephardim are supposed to be brought up, but then it turns out in the pasuk in the Torah it says it's a Sephardeia, a singular frog, and they discussed it out what was happening. That the one frog came up, and then they beat it. Some people say it's a male crocodile, and they beat it, and as they were beating it, more and more frogs came out. And it's just like what's the concept that you learned from that? That people when they get angry, people when they get upset, they get irrational. So even though here they were seeing they were hitting the frog more and more and more, and it was getting worse and worse for them. They just kept on doing it, which is the same token when Paro brings his magicians and his chartumim and everybody to do the plague. Or what did they do? It says also the Alua, they did the same thing. They brought out more frogs. So it's not like they got rid of the frogs. And the problem with the frogs is um, they were making a lot of noise. They're very disruptive. And just to go on later, it says at the very end, what exactly is this whole plague? It's a frog. Some people, if it wasn't a frog, it's all the frogs came out. What's so in the miracles? The miracle is a lot of people say it's the harvacha, it's the relief that he gets when everything is all over. When all the frogs leave and things like that. Okay, and now we're just going to make a second frog video. Okay, I hope you like this one.